today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory, and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. But the Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and 4th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
And what really attracts people to him? A passionate leader. Controls the huddle really well, controls the locker room, and also throws with anticipation and accuracy, especially evident when he throws the deep ball.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 4. Throwing is Cousins. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
First down. Here's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice, solid base to get things started. And they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Murray now. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 17 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. First down, here's the run with Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They start the drive with Cook, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
That second down play nets a -4.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They do get 9, but moves to 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's more on the return.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Edmonds a 1st down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Murray now on 1st down. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, a terrific play there by Harrison Smith. And one thing you always get comfortable with going into a game, his smarts and his ability to be around the ball. He tied his career high with 5 interceptions last year. Another one goes to his total.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Now Cousins. open man here is Conklin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And it shouldn't come as any surprise that you say Adam Thielen made a catch, and it was for a first down. He comes off another solid season, over 900 yards receiving, one of the best route runners in the NFL.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
And the all-pro safety Budda Baker in on the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down grab there by Christian Kirk, now in his 4th season with the Arizona Cardinals, and they would like to get the ball to him a little bit more. Just 48 catches last year. Typically, when he catches it, it results in big plays.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting addled.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returning it is Moore. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Murray.
He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down now, Edmonds, and he gets it down to the 32.
51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now Murray off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half. Cousins looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Cousins.
That's complete to his running back, Jefferson.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Cook.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
96 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he loses the football a second time. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 10.
Murray now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On second down, Edmonds. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. To throw is Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On first down, Edmonds. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And their lead will swell up to 28.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Day had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Cousins
to Jefferson on the slant.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Cousins.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Isaiah Simmons
in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
There's Jefferson to pull that in. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Cousins now. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Cook.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Madison.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Murray now on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Murray. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Prater's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 31, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Edmonds again. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Arizona, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.